On this week's Spotlight Music Series, our featured artist traded in the Windy City and the City of Angels for the Holy City. Let's welcome rapper and singer Savant. Good to have you with us.
Appreciate you having me.
So you've done quite the circuit around the United States, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you're originally from Chicago?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born and raised. And is that where you developed your artistry?
For the most part. I was also in the Army band for 4 years. I was a trumpet player.
Really?
And that's pretty much where I honed my professional performance chops, if you will.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
I'm from a musical family. I have 9 siblings. We all play an instrument. My dad sings, plays piano.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
God. Oh, so you had it in your blood.
It was something of an heirloom, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what brought you out to Los Angeles?
You know, chasing the music dream, really more than anything else. I didn't rap much when I got out there until like my last maybe 2 or 3 years. It was a lot of trumpet work, a lot of piano work, a little bit of film scoring, like working on some indie films.
Yeah.
But, you know, originally just like anybody else, had dreams to chase.
How do you make that transition from being a musician, an instrumentalist, trumpet, piano, to rapping?
It wasn't all that difficult. I started rapping when I was 14. And it really just, I'm from a family of writers too. Like I have a brother who has published several books.
Wow.
You know, I have a little sister who's published poems. It wasn't all that much of a transition. And of course, when you grow up performing a musical instrument, like my dad's also a pastor. So it just, I don't know, it was a lot of things that just kind of coalesced.
What a family you come from, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that just kind of coalesced.
Well, eventually we'll have to invite everybody to come on and we can
I don't know if the
sit here and have a
studio's
good...
big enough. There's 10 of us all together.
Yeah, that's a lot,
Yeah.
that is a lot.
Yeah.
I would hate to be the one sibling that just didn't have any artist inclinations, but it sounds like everybody got the gene.
Everybody's got
That's fantastic. So you left Los Angeles and you moved to Charleston, South Carolina. What brought you to the Low Country? How did it appear on your map all the way out west?
I have 4 siblings in the Southeast. I have 1 in North Carolina, 1 in Augusta, Georgia, 2 in Atlanta. COVID hit. You know, the South was always kind of a point of curiosity for me. Didn't really want to do Florida. New Orleans was kind of iffy. You know, wanted the beach, and so Charleston is where I landed.
Interesting. So you didn't really have any support system, any family here waiting for you?
Not in Charleston, no.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. When you think about Atlanta, though, it's got a huge scene. It's a big city.
No beaches.
But no beaches. That was the draw.
Yeah, I lived in LA for 7 years. I need the water.
That is true. I know. Some of us were just kind of built for being on the coast.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you here. And how has it been so far? So you've been here for now 3.5 years?
Yeah.
And what has the music scene been for you here? It's growing and growing, and I've talked to a lot of musicians, so.
It's been welcoming more than anything else. It's been challenging, particularly as a rapper. There's some venues that just shutter their doors entirely to that genre of music. But, you know, the places that have been open to it have been, like I said, extremely welcoming, extremely warm. There's a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
In the last 3 years, I've seen more talent just kind of blossom from seemingly out of nowhere.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it's been a really good time.
Do you draw a lot of inspiration from your fellow musicians? Or do you work it a little bit in a silo?
It's a bit of a silo. I mean, I collaborate, but a lot of what I write about is just kind of internal stuff.
Interesting. You're also a singer too, so you rap and sing.
I dabble in singing.
You dabbled in singing.
Yeah, I dabble.
Okay. But when we talk about rapping and writing, words are so important.
Yeah.
You know, I think the more you knock on those doors, I think the more that they will open.
Yeah.
Because we need variety too. I mean, there's so many shades of voices out there that we need to have a good representation of all the feelings, you know. But it's not to say that you're not kept very, very busy. You've got quite the tour coming up. So why don't we start with the most recent one happening March 29th. You're going to be heading up to Columbia?
Yeah, there's a spot out there called the Players Club, and there's an event being put on by the Black Nerd Mafia. Yeah.
I like that name.
It's me and 3 Columbia-based artists, JB Sampson, Milla, and then a DJ named Kenya Spins.
Oh, great.
And they're throwing an event. They asked me to come join them.
Yeah.
After that, I have Myrtle Beach on the 4th with 3 Myrtle Beach area artists.
That's great.
And I have Asheville on the 10th.
And you got a biggie coming up here in Charleston.
So that's June. That's
Spoleto.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that for a moment here. So how did you pick that straw? How did you get picked into the?
I was picked. I was
amazing.
picked. A Spotlight alum, Mike Kaufman, has seen me perform a few times, and we've kicked around a few songs together, and he thought I'd be a good fit for the event.
That's great.
So he pitched me, and they accepted it.
And it's going to be you, Mike, and Danielle Howell.
Danielle Howell and Sam Ray.
And Sam Ray.
I'm a huge fan of Sam.
Yeah. So what are you going to be performing? Do you know?
What songs?
Yes.
I don't know. Hopefully some new stuff by that point, honestly.
Oh, okay. Do you write stuff constantly, or are you just always developing?
I write every night. I can't say that it all becomes song, but I do write every night.
Do you ever perform the instrument to the rap, or do you do one versus the other?
I haven't in Charleston yet.
Okay.
That's what I'll be doing for Spoleto. I'm going to bring the horn out.
Oh, good. Oh, that's going to be really exciting. I can't wait. Well, you're going to be performing for us right here on this program.
Yeah, no horn today, but yeah.
No horn today, but we want to hear you talk. We want to hear you rap. So what is it? What's the name of the song?
The Apology.
The Apology. And what was the inspiration behind this one?
Personal experience. It's primarily, it's about being accountable for difficult decisions. Secondarily, it's about having the right and power to make those decisions, even if you end up regretting them 4 or 5 years down the line.
Yeah, but they say you never have any regrets.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
It's not always true. Well, I can't wait to hear the apology. We're going to do that after the break. Don't go anywhere.